it occurred to me to do a search of this term. This is the first page of Google search results for it, and literally everything is negative. Everything expresses shock, outrage, disgust about the way that veterans get treated. You know, I don't. And that, to be perfectly honest with you, it just doesn't surprise me. It just doesn't surprise me. And it seems to me too that these are all sort of like ads along the sides. This doesn't describe like what happens to people, right? It seems to me that especially in the past few years, since the conglomerate got started, I mean, all sorts of things that should have been addressed should have gotten better. I don't even know how to talk about this. I mean, the number of things in the world that have gone by the wayside, you know, that haven't been taken care of, that have gotten worse, while the conglomerate just chases after such horrifying goals, having sex with kids, child porn, abusing women, just continuously abusing women, until they actually believe that they are second-class citizens or not even human beings at all, and they treat themselves that way and they treat other women that way. Videotaping people in bathrooms, you know, I mean, literally everything the conglomerate does is totally evil and a disgusting and awful waste of time. You know, what does this number mean? What does that color mean? What is this? You know, I mean, what is this? It's just one thing after another, right? Of total waste of time. Things that are frequently just like confusing. There's no point to any of it, is the thing. And I have said that from the very beginning. I said, you know, and I'm not trying to say like I told you so, and I'm not trying to say, and when I get so angry and I say things happen just the way that I thought they would, right at the beginning in 2010, when just the whole thing got started in the first place, and just one horrible thing got added on after, like, one after another to the conglomerate's agenda. I mean, it's not like I didn't anticipate that was going to happen. You know, as bad as things got, like the whole videotaping in the bathroom thing, like that never even occurred to me that would happen. It didn't occur to me it could ever happen again. It didn't occur to me that people would feel no conscience about it whatsoever. You know, but they're just, I mean, in the whole thing. It's so counterproductive. It is so counterproductive. I mean, it's just saying, I don't know. I mean, why can't you just deal with the things that are there to be dealt with, right? Instead of like thinking of how to use numbers, letters, symbols, colors, you know, to mean horrible things, you know, to mean horrible things while you waste everybody's time, everybody's money, harm people absolutely for no reason and entirely on purpose. You know, the whole thing is totally crazy. You know, this is just one issue. This is just one issue. You know, out of the literally infinite number of issues there are to really be addressed, to really be, you know, dealt with, help people, you know. There was this one thing I thought was kind of interesting. This, I mean, in addition to everything else, I don't know, you know, if this is something that the president is aware of. That apparently the payout system for benefits for veterans is incredibly antiquated, and they can't. I mean, I don't know. This I don't really know how to even talk about that or think about that. It's, you know, but people are sometimes good in some ways, and sometimes bad in other ways. You know, and at the same time. You know, or they can get confused about things for a while. It's from August. It's August 3rd, 2013. But yeah, I mean, if you're just going to take the content of it, right? I mean, it's these that they can't get paid. And there was other stuff that I read just in the few minutes that I've been reading about this stuff, about how people who work to process benefits they get paid bonuses to like deny them. I think that was what I read. You know, it's unbelievably, horrifyingly sad. It's horrifyingly sad. I think it was this one. This just happened to be the first one that I read on the page, that the page of search results. I mean, this is actually from 2012. I don't know how long he's had this particular website up. He wrote a book. You know, I think it was, where was it? Yeah. Oh yeah, paying to get your medal. You have to, instead of actually getting a ceremony for it, they delivered it to his house and charged him $21 to have had it sent to him. You know, I mean, it's like you got to be brave. You have to be courageous, right? To deal with the life that you're given with all of this. Yeah. Yeah, VA employees are actually paid bonuses for denying claims. I don't even, and I just feel like I can't. There's only so much I can do. I have parameters that I have to work within, in terms of my finances, my emotional resources, my mental capacity just to deal with everything that's happening to me all the time. And I had no control over my entire apartment situation. How much control I'm going to have over my next apartment situation, I honestly couldn't say. But I can't take all the time in the world to figure out where to live, and trying to find some place that I can actually live in, that I can afford, and that sort of thing is going to be difficult, and I'm going to have maybe a few months just to find it. And none of this would be happening to me if the conglomerate weren't doing what it's doing. It was all based on absolutely nothing, total lies, insinuations. Constant attacks on my character, constant bringing up things from my past that I explained over and over and over again, or that were my fault in the first place, and it's just the total waste of it all, the absolute terrible, terrifying, sickening, awful, destructive waste of everything that has happened over the past few years, instead of dealing with things, and then I will say this too. This word. I mean, I don't know how long this guy's had this website out. I'm not even gonna try to address it, because it's just the word dream in the first place. I don't think that guy doesn't seem to have anything to do with the conglomerate, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, even just the word dream, such an important word with such an important meaning. It's never been so abused. It's never been so abused ever. And talk about crushing the dreams of children before those dreams even get to be formed. For the selfish and terrifying and evil interests of adults who just decide that they're going to be. It's not even a word for it. Monsters.